The gate opens, slowly. 5 years. That's how long you've been gone. You step outside, squinting at the sun like a stranger to the world. Freedom doesn't feel how you imagined it. The ride home is quiet, too quiet, because deep down, you already know things won't be the same. You turn into your street and pause. The road is tarred now. The houses, bigger, better, everything moved forward, except you. You see old friends, new cars, better lives. You raise your hand, a small wave. They see you, but the energy isn't the same, just a glance, and then they look away. And in that moment, you understand. You don't belong there anymore. You finally get home. Your mom hugs you, tight. For a second, everything feels okay again. Your dad walks in, slower than you remember, older, and that's when it hits you. Time didn't just pass, it took things with it. Days go by, you try to move on. Applications, rejections. You hand over your certificate, hoping this one will be different. We'll get back to you. They never do. You step outside, holding that same paper, but it doesn't feel the same anymore. And for the first time, you ask yourself, what's the way forward now? One evening, your dad calls you. He doesn't shout. He just says, you've been running from the hard path, the slow path. But that's the one that sets you free. You stay quiet because you know he's right. So you start small, a skill, shoe cobbling. At first, Chan, it's hard, slow, nothing like the life you chased before. But this time, you don't quit. Days turn into months. Your hands get better. Someone stops, watches, and pays you. Then another comes, and another. Not out of fear, but respect. And slowly, your life begins again. Not fast, but real. Years later, you stand on a stage, not as someone who figured it all out, but as someone who lived it. In front of you, young men, just like you used to be. You take a breath and you say, if I had taken the path that seemed hard 5 years ago, I would be in a much better place today, because I would have spent those years acquiring skills, learning about life, instead of spending it in a prison cell, alone, doing hard labor. The room is silent, not because they're confused, but because they understand. You step away from the lectern, and for the first time, your story isn't a warning, it's a direction. You stand on the balcony of your home, looking down at everything you've built, not rushed, not stolen, earned. And in that quiet moment, you finally realize the hard path didn't delay your life, it saved it. So if you're standing where I once stood, don't run from the slow road, because one day, you won't just make it out, you'll become the reason someone else makes it through.